Welcome to my YouTube channel, Health Circuit. Today we're talking about a daily life mistake that feels normal in modern routines, but quietly affects energy, sleep, focus, digestion, and long-term health. And that mistake is excess tea and coffee consumption. In many cultures, starting the day without a cup feels impossible. And throughout the day, refills happen during work breaks, screen time, meetings, travel, and late evenings. What feels like comfort and productivity support can slowly turn into a hidden stressor for the nervous system when caffeine intake crosses the body tolerance level. Modern lifestyles have changed how we consume tea and coffee because cups are larger, brewing is stronger, and access is constant through offices, cafes, home machines, and delivery apps. Caffeine is no longer just a morning ritual, it has become a background stimulant running all day long, which creates a false sense of alertness while masking fatigue. The brain responds by pushing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to keep you awake and focused, and when this happens daily, the body never fully resets. One of the biggest daily life mistakes is using tea or coffee to override poor sleep instead of fixing sleep habits. Late-night screen exposure, irregular schedules, and constant notifications already disrupt natural sleep rhythms. Adding caffeine late in the day further delays melatonin release, which means even if you go to bed on time, the brain stays alert longer. Many people say coffee does not affect their sleep, but modern sleep tracking data shows reduced deep sleep and frequent micro-awakenings, even when falling asleep seems easy. Over weeks, this leads to unrefreshing sleep, morning fatigue, and the need for even more caffeine, creating a loop that feels productive but drains resilience. Excess caffeine also affects digestion in subtle ways. Tea and coffee increase stomach acid, which can worsen acidity, bloating, and gut discomfort, especially when consumed on an empty stomach. Busy mornings often skip breakfast and replace it with coffee, which stresses the gut lining and impacts nutrient absorption. Iron absorption is particularly affected by strong tea when consumed around meals, which matters more today as plant-based diets increase and iron intake becomes marginal in many adults. Another overlooked daily mistake is constant sipping instead of spaced intake. When caffeine is spread across the whole day, the nervous system never gets a calm window. Heart rate variability reduces, which is a marker of poor stress recovery. This does not always feel dramatic, but shows up as irritability, poor patience, jaw tension, shallow breathing, and reduced focus by evening. Modern work culture rewards constant alertness, and tea and coffee become tools to push through mental overload. But long-term, this reduces true cognitive performance because the brain needs cycles of stimulation and rest to consolidate memory and creativity. Recent research on productivity shows that strategic breaks, hydration, and light movement outperform continuous caffeine-driven work. Yet habits are hard to change, especially when coffee breaks are social rituals. Excess caffeine also affects hydration balance. Despite common myths, it has a mild diuretic effect, especially in high doses, and combined with air-conditioned offices, this contributes to low-grade dehydration symptoms like headaches, dry eyes, and fatigue, which people again mistake for needing more coffee. Posture and caffeine are linked in modern desk life. Stimulants increase muscle tension, and when paired with long sitting and forward head posture, this raises neck and shoulder pain risk. Many people treat this pain with more caffeine to stay alert through discomfort rather than addressing movement and posture. Another modern issue is anxiety amplification. Caffeine sensitivity varies genetically and with stress levels. During high stress periods, the same amount of tea or coffee can trigger palpitations, restlessness, racing thoughts, and digestive upset. People often blame stress alone without realizing caffeine is magnifying the stress response. Wearable data and lifestyle studies now show that reducing caffeine improves baseline calm and emotional regulation, even without other changes. This is not about eliminating tea or coffee, but about respecting timing, dose, and purpose. Practical awareness starts with noticing why you reach for the cup. Is it thirst, boredom, social habit, or true enjoyment? Shifting first cup later in the morning after natural cortisol peak, supporting sleep by setting a caffeine cutoff time earlier in the day, and alternating with water or non-caffeinated options can restore balance. Listening to body signals like jitteriness, energy crashes, or disturbed sleep is more reliable than fixed rules. Modern health is about personalization, not extremes. Excess tea and coffee consumption is a daily life mistake because it hides under productivity culture and comfort rituals, while quietly taxing the nervous system, sleep quality, digestion, and stress resilience. Awareness allows smarter choices that support long-term energy instead of short bursts followed by crashes. Your body does not need constant stimulation to perform well. It needs rhythm, recovery, and respect for its natural limits. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel.